We are back in the Cotswolds. It's leg 10 of the Diamond Way. We're just parked outside Hinchwick Manor. I'm going to set off. I'm afraid it's a really murky day. There's the entrance to the manor. And this is actually where we started our last walk, but going in a slightly different direction. So you can see how grey and murky it is. We're quite glad that this is a short walk today. I think it's 4.5 miles, something like that. Because poor old Bailey, my boy, has been diagnosed with arthritis in both his elbows, and even though he's on medication for it, and he's on the super strong U-Move tablets, as you can see, he's just a bit mechanically lame. So we'll stick to shorter walks for now. So we've got a little bit of road walking to start with. Danny, come here. Don't get in a tangle. But very, very, very quiet road. And it's beautiful woodlands to the side of us. But unfortunately, I can't show you much views because, as I said, it's really, really foggy today. Much foggier than it was when I left home. I think as I've got up onto the Cotswold escarpment, that's where we've really got up into the mist. This is actually our first down the way sign. As we just drop down off the road and onto this footpath. Okay. I bet this section through the woodlands will be lovely in the spring. But even now it's winter and there's dead leaves everywhere and it's great. It's actually quite nice with its sort of misty, overcast feel, and it sort of feels like we're the only people around, which is lovely. All right, big dog? Come on in. There's a sort of junction of paths here. I'm going uphill there, but just stick straight ahead, not the way that Bailey's going. I don't know if you can hear the bird song over and above the sound of a huff-puffing spaniel. Right, we're coming out of the woodland, Diamond Way sign. Looks like we're heading uphill, up there. So walking uphill up the edge of an open field and a water trough so the boys can have a little drink. Lovely collection of old stone barns. So it's sort of obvious, but sort of not, is as you come past the barns, that is a sheep track that Danny is following. Actual footpath bends round to the left, and there is a marker post up ahead, which you probably can't see on the screen. Right, so this is the marker post that we could see back there, which Danny is wrapping himself around. You're an idiot, Danny. And this is where we are still on the Diamond Way, taking a left down there. I would show you the views now that we've come uphill, but as you can see, it's all foggy. It's the right hand side gate, as Danny is trying to demonstrate. So over there is the woodland that we walked along, and we sort of went up there, and now we're coming back on ourselves. And although there's no sign of any sheep, we would be getting close to, lambing season any ewes that are out are definitely going to be pregnant this time of year. So I'm just not going to risk it. He's had a good run in the woodlands, much as he wants to go and investigate, as you can see, every nook and cranny. Where are you going, Danny? Danny, come on. Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of songbirds out here. I don't know what they are by their calls, and I don't have the Merlin app. But if I stop for a minute, I hope you can hear them too. Probably not. I don't know what that is flying over there. Ooh, getting towed by Danny. Yeah, I can just see quite a lot of small birds darting across the top of the grassland. Right, looks like we're heading back to some woodland over there. It also feels like it's about to start raining, which means I'm going to have to put my jacket back on. Oh, the sun is trying to make an appearance. You can't really see the views because it's still misty, and we're up on top of the hill, but it's very flat, so you can't really get a sense of what's around, and then there's woodland on that side. Very pleasant walking. So we're going to have this walk on the Komoot app, so you can download the GPX file if you want to just follow along when you're walking it yourself, but it shows that we need to go the other side of this fence. If Danny will come this side, and then carry on along this way. Definitely brightening up over there. So we've come back into this woodlands. Yeah, mud. So there is a footpath that way that's just sort of joining us. We're staying on this bridle path with muddy puddles. So just up ahead there is a lane, and I think that's where the Diamond Way goes right, and we turn left back to Hinchwick Manor. So just letting the boys having one last run round. Danny is bramble bashing, jumping in and out of the woodland. Bailey, of course, is here because he's a very good boy. Are you a very good boy? Yeah, you are. Come on in. I didn't realise it, is we have just been walking along the Gloucestershire Way. Hope you can read that. So I think the Diamond Way must follow the Gloucestershire Way down there, which we will do next time. And there are sheep eating sugar beet, I think. Right, let's go down this lane. So if this is leg 10, then we're a third of the way round our Diamond Way, because I'm pretty certain there are 30 sparkling walks in total that, when you string them together, mean you'll have covered the whole of the North Cotswold's Diamond Way. I'm glad it's not icy today like it was the last time we were walking, because we're just going downhill, and as you might be able to tell, Danny keeps wanting me to go faster down the hill. But, as I said, I'm going to put the GPX file in the description so you can download it and follow the route. If you want to, you could also get the Ramblers guidebook to the North Cotswold Diamond Way, which is what we're using. That's what we've been following to plan our routes. And we're almost back at the manor. I'll try and get you some shots of the manor if I can before I get back to the car. I think that's just it ahead of me. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up. And leave me a comment and tell me what you think.